Hi, hello, it's Pip here from queenpitcards.com. Welcome to today's video. Today I'm sharing with you my launch day cards that we made at my recent catalogue launch, because the Christmas catalogue has now gone live. And I love these cards so much, and I've been sharing them online, but I just wanted to go through and show you a few of the techniques that I use to create these cards, and also show you the fabulous stamp sets that go with it. So this is the Making Christmas Bright stamp set, and this is all about Christmas, and it comes with a matching punch in a bundle. So if you buy them together you get 10% off. But then there's this coordinating stamp set, which is Making Everyday Bright, which you might miss because it's towards the back of the catalogue. And this one also coordinates with this punch set. But it has things like Easter eggs, it has a bunny in an egg, it also has a spider in a cobweb, some flowers, a little heart, and of course my favourite, the penguin. So these two stamp sets mix and match together, and so I made these cards. There are 6 cards, and 3 are from the Making Everyday Bright, and 4 are from the Making Everyday Bright, and 2 are from the Christmas one, because I kind of thought the Christmas one was a bit obvious in terms of it's Christmas, so we know what we're doing. But I wanted to just show the different things that you could make with the Everyday Bright one. But also I could not resist making my little penguin card, which is just so cute. Managed to get smudged a little bit at the launch, but hey, we'll cope with that. So yeah, and then I decorated all the envelopes, obviously, as you do, because it's nice to have a cute little envelope to send them. I couldn't find that one on Saturday. Isn't that so cute? Just an adorable image of a penguin. So let's get started. Obviously, to make all of these cards I used quite a lot of different colours, and I also used the paper pack All Is Bright, and you get a lot of different papers which you can flip over to have these non-Christmassy papers on the back, or the Christmas papers on the front. So that's what I did. And then this one's just a piece of plain Whisper White cardstock. So let's get going, and I can show you how I made a few of these. So the first one I thought I would give a go is the simplest one, obviously this one. I thought I would just show you how, just to give you the simple measurements really. So it's a 3 by 3 inch cardstock base. This is in real red, so in centimetres that's about 7.5 by 7.5, and you just fold it in half. And I should have put my glasses on. I will do that in a moment, but first I'll do this. There we go. Sorry, I'm just wheeling my my little rotary stand next to me around. That's what that noise is. So there's your little card base, and then this is the beautiful bauble paper, but on the back it's got a nice poinsettia as well, but on the front there's these just glorious sparkly gold baubles, which I just thought were they're just lovely. It's like a photographic image, which they've done before with the party papers last year. When was that, party papers? Oh, it was in January. Yeah, so but I thought I like that image a lot, so we're just going to put this down on here. Oh, there we go, like that. That's straight, sort of. A bit crooked, Pip. There we go. Okay, so that's that. And then you're just going to take a piece of Whisper White cardstock. This is 3 centimetres, so I don't know what that would be in inches. 7. Oh, put your teeth in. So 7 centimetres across this way, which would be 1 and, let's have a look, 3. It's a 3 inch square card, so it would be 2 and 7/8, something like that. Yeah, something like that. And then you're just going to take some real red ink, and then the sentiment, which is friends make the season shine, which is nice, isn't it? Because they do. I think friends do make my season shine, especially when you get together and have a good old Christmas get together. It's lovely. Food and fun and singing off key, and maybe the odd glass of something. There we go. And that's crooked, but actually I can live with it, because it's kind of, the words are kind of straight-ish. No, I might do that again. I can't see properly. Let me come a little closer without getting my head in shot and go right up and down over that. That's better. The good thing about these is, of course, you can see through them, so you can actually see what you're stamping. There we go, that's better. I'll use that on something else, but yeah, so there we go. That's that. And then literally I just stuck it on and added some sparkle. How quick is that? And yeah, that was done. So you could make up a whole raft of these, because you can get so many out of a piece of cardstock, obviously, I mean a piece of paper, the DSP, which is what we call our paper, designer series paper, because it's a tiny amount that you're actually cutting, so that's really good. And then I'm using this new Take Your Pick tool because I love this. It's so easy to use and to get your rhinestones off with. And then you can move them around as well if you get them stuck, which is brilliant. Let's pop that one over there. There we go. So there you go, that's the first one done. I didn't think this was going to take very long, and I was right, so that's good. So that's that one. And then let's show you the punch. So let's do this one. We need some cardstock for the punch, and this one had a garden green base. Now the cardstock I've used is garden green, but actually there is garden green in the papers, especially in this one. I think garden green matches best for this one, but you can also use shaded spruce and call me clover, which are the two other colours, two other greens that are in this suite, which is nice because it gives you lots of opportunity to use lots of different greens that you might have, or greens that you want to have. So there we go. And this one I did this way around, and again I'm just literally gluing that flat straight down. I was about to start singing and I caught myself then. Did you see that? Oh boy, I've been singing again. Monday nights are my singing nights. So now I've got things going through my head from last night that I can remember, because I'm recording this on a Tuesday morning. There we go. Right, so that's that. Then we need the little bauble with a little star in it. And you can see that my stamps have stained red, but that really doesn't matter. It makes no difference in terms of their inking capability. Now you want to, a little tip here, you want to stamp the light bulb separately to its bayonet, okay, because it doesn't, you can't, it's very difficult to punch it all in one because it doesn't actually line up. You know, there's a gap in between, so you don't want to try and do it all at the same time. So my suggestion is you stamp them next to each other like that, and you want to make sure that the bulb is pointing up so that it goes through the punch correctly, and then you're just going to line up the bulb, and see, this leaves you a little tab, which is what you're going to use when you put the bayonet on. Whoops. And you get a white one free if you do it on a big piece of paper. If you do these little pieces on a small piece of paper, then obviously it doesn't give you that. And then I just put a blob of this on here, and you can use the other end of your Take Your Pick tool to pick that up and position it where you want it to be. That works beautifully for that. Oops. And then I sort of move it around and can make a complete mess of it, but there we go, it does position that on there, so that's good. So that's my bauble. I'm going to let that dry now. Bauble, I keep calling it a bauble, it's a light bulb, Pip. It's a bulb, not a bauble. So there's my light there. It's because it dangles. I think that's why I keep calling it a bauble. I don't know why. That's the only thing I can think of. And then I've used this stamp set, which is the Itty Bitty Greetings. And this stamp set has Where is it? Somewhere. 'Tis the season somewhere. There, 'tis the season. So I used that. I like this. It's also got Happy Hanukkah in here as well. So if you wanted to send a Hanukkah card to somebody, then this is also a great stamp set for that. So let's get the 'tis the season out. Not that one. Not that one. 'Tis the season. There we go. I get good at reading back to front because I don't put the labels on the back of these because I find that they don't stick so well. We are hopefully getting something good coming, but I can't talk about that. Okay, I will put this down here, and then I did that in Real Red again, 'tis the season, because it just matches so nicely with the actual bells and the berries that are on the tree here. And again, this is like a photographic stamp which has been, you know, made to be papers, but actually it's like a photograph that they've turned into papers. It's really good. And you don't need to worry about the bottom end, you just need to get enough so that you can have 'tis the season with a little bit of space so that you can put a little rhinestone on there. And then I just chopped that end off. So I just positioned that where I wanted it to be, took my snips and took the end off. There we go. And this one I put flat because I was going to put the light up on dimensionals. So this one goes on flat, like that. Just make sure it's straight. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. Oops. And then the actual light itself I put on with, now did I use, I think I used big dimensionals, just one, but you can use these little ones which would allow you to go kind of all the way up the bulb, but you can do it with just a single one if you wanted to. But this, I think, also makes sure that everything's attached well. And then you just position, I might position it, yeah, I think it needs to kind of go here. So I'm going to say, sorry Belle, we're going to go straight over the top of you. But that's okay, because you can. And you can change it, you know, the thing is, with your papers, you could move it around and decide which way you wanted it to be. You know, before you chopped it up, or when you chopped it up, you could decide that that piece would go on a different card, etc. So you can do all kinds of things. Here we go. Stick a rhinestone on it, and there you go. That's my other 'tis the season card. So you see how quick and easy these are to put together. Now, the trickier one, which everyone thought was going to be, oh no, I'm never going to manage to get that done, was this one, which is the flower. But again, it is really simple. Now, I'm going to just show you how I did. If you get I'm going to show you how to do it on the envelope, because this one's got a bit mucky, so I want to do another envelope. So I'll show you how to do it on there. But the principle's exactly the same if you were doing it on a card. But this also allows me to show you how I stamp on my envelopes, which, to be honest, is pretty much the same as how I stamp on everything else. You just need to make sure that you're not leaving it to soak in too much. And I started in here, and you're just going to line up the ends of your flower petals, and the more open you put your, the more out you put your petal rather than this way, the bigger your flower's going to get. Yeah, so you just move it yourself. This one's obviously now going to be a lot bigger than the one I did before, because I just A, started it a bit further out, and B, they're not quite so, there's less space in between. So it's not quite so angled, but it doesn't matter. See how easy it is to create a flower like that. So that's all I did for the card. I just went all the way around a little tighter to make sure it fitted on the card, but you can see how simple that is, and everybody managed to do one of those, which was fabulous. So I'm really pleased with that. That's a lovely little stamp which probably would get overlooked quite a lot. Now I'm going to show you how to do my penguins, because I really like my penguin one. It is my favourite one out of all of them. I mean, how could you not love those cute little penguins? Plus you get to play with a bit of balmy blue, which is always nice. It's such a pretty blue colour. I don't know why I'm looking over there, because my bone folder's right next to me. Do you have that? I always have that. I look for something and it's right in front of me. Right, okay. So I folded it first, even though I wouldn't normally recommend that. I'd say always have a flat piece for stamping, but I folded it because I wanted to see where I was going and sort of arrange them correctly. So that's why I did that, just so that you understand why I've done that when I don't. Normally I say have a flat piece of card. Okay, so then I started with this one up here, and then I came down to this one here. And I didn't actually stamp the middle guy because I knew I was going to do him on dimensionals. And there we go. So that's your... I think I did this one a bit more of an angle on that one. I think that's quite cute. But I didn't do that on this this piece. And then literally you just need a spare piece of card. And again, you're basically positioning him as if he was a light bulb. So feet down towards the end so that you can punch him out. But the other little thing that I think is so adorable in this stamp set is that you get a piece like this. Now I'm going to move that off and put that onto a different, a smaller stamp, not a smaller block, because it's just easier. But it doesn't look very much in the packet, and you think, what's that then? But actually that's his hat. So you can make his hat different colours, which is exactly what I did here. So I made his hat green for the front ones. Now I do need to come up and make sure I've got that lined up, but you can see through. To help if I had my glasses on. Not bad. Okay. And if you miss a bit, it doesn't matter. There we go. So that's his green hat. And then obviously I cleaned that off. And I haven't got... I'll do my scrub in a minute. Okay. And then I put red hats on the other ones. There we go. And red is a little easier to see through, I think, just because it's lighter. There we go. Oh, he's got a bit of a rim on his hat. And then don't forget the one that you're going to punch out. There we go. So, aren't they cute? I'm very easily pleased. And then here's my new balmy blue. Oh, and I need to stamp 'Tis the Season again. And I stamped 'Tis the Season first so that you can see where your snowflakes go. So 'Tis the Season. Deep breath. Whew. And make sure it's around the right way. Yep. And straight up and down. There we go. A bit crooked, doesn't matter. If you're really worried about it, oh, that is a bit crooked. But if you're really worried about it being crooked, don't panic. You can always just stick it on a piece of card and stick it back over the top again. So now I'm going to stamp some snowflakes, first and second generation. Okay, that one's a bit... There we go. Nice. Oh, I'm getting carried away now. Right, and then I literally just punch out. Now these you fold this way, and then they're shut. You just punch out your little penguin and pop him up on some dimensionals. Isn't he cute? Oh, and I think I did chop his feet off. Yeah, I just chopped that little piece off at the bottom because he doesn't need his little tag. So just cut that straight across. Where's my dimensionals gone? There they are. Up on dimensionals. And then he forms your 5th member of the choir. That's what I think they're doing. I think they're singing. There we go. Look at that. That's so cute, isn't it? Okay, so there you go. That's I'm not going to do any more than that, because you get the idea of what I've been doing. This one I just used Daffodil Delight, Cajun Craze and Pumpkin Pie with a bit of golden green for the wording. And this one is a 2-inch circle, again crushed curry, actually those two are, and a bit of crumb cake in there with that. So there you go. I hope you have enjoyed my little quick video today, showing off the fabulous everyday, making every day bright and making Christmas bright. Everything you need is in the links below, and yeah, hope you come back soon. Thanks very much for watching. Take care now. Bye bye.